The Earth that we're living in is getting hotter every day, and it's due to the global warming that occurs by pollution that humans are creating. Since the 1880s, the average surface temperature has risen by 0.8 degrees Celsius, with the highest increases occurring in the past few decades. That doesn't sound like a lot, but it's had a huge impact on Earth. One of the biggest concerns associated with this temperature increase is melting polar ice and rising sea level. Human is the main cause of global warming, and I believe we should be aware of these problems. My name is Namo. I did research on global warming, and I wanted to share it to everyone. Global warming or climate change is the rise in Earth average temperatures, and it leaves many negative effects on our Earth. First, I'll talk about what is global warming and how it affects our everyday life. Then I will discuss what's causing this problem, and finally, I will look at how we can stop. First, I will talk about what is global warming and how it affects the Earth. Global warming or climate change is long-term change in the Earth average temperatures, and these changes have direct effect on the Earth itself. Global warming basically means that the Earth is getting hotter every day, and it has some horror effect on the Earth. Some of the effects are since the Earth getting hotter, causing the ice in North and South Pole melting and led to the rise of sea level, and we're going to lose a huge part of land underwater. According to National Geographic, the rise of sea level, also called wetland flooding and agricultural soil contamination with salt and lost habitat for fish, bird, and plant. So climate change have many bad effect on the earth. So what exactly causing this change? During my research, I acknowledged that global warming happen when CO2 and other air pollutants get trapped inside the atmosphere, where pollutant trap the heat from going out cause the earth to get hotter. On the NRDC website about Global Warming 101 stated that global warming occurs when carbon dioxide or CO2 and other air pollutants collects the atmosphere and absorb sunlight and solar radiation that had bounced off the Earth's surface. Normally, this radiation would escape to space, but the evolution which can last for years to centuries in the atmosphere, trap the heat and cause the planet to get hotter. The heat-trapping pollutants, especially carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, water vapor, and synthetic fluoride gases, are known as greenhouse gases, and their impact is called greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect and greenhouse gases come from many sources that we are familiar with, like factory waste, plastic waste, generator gas, car waste, and many food waste. Now we know that what causing the global warming. What can slow it down? The global warming can be slowed down by reducing the CO2 release. On the Northwestern website on 2020, they list 10 simple tasks we can do to reduce CO2 release at individual. Change a light, drive less by walking or taking public transportation more often, recycle more, check your tires, use less hot water, avoid products with a lot of packaging, adjust your thermostat, plant a tree, turn up electronic device when not needed. We can also reduce the amount of CO2 released by using more eco-friendly products and support projects that using or producing clean energy. Those are things we need to know about global warming. First, I talk about what's global warming and how it affects our everyone life. Then I discussed what's causing this problem, and finally we have looked at some way global warming can be stopped. Global warming or climate change is the rise in Earth average temperature and it leaves many negative effects on the Earth. Global warming is dangerous and it affects our and even the next few generations.